Welcome back to KOAM News at Noon. We have had a very rainy, soggy day across the area. For some of us, that's about to wrap up, but some of us others may see some additional shower and thunderstorm activity. Looking pretty dark out there from our camera at 7th and Range Line as this rain activity slowly starts to make its way on off to the east. And you can see trying to get a little clearing going back behind this. Taking a look at the MoDOT camera at 20th and Range Line, roads are still wet, rain still falling in some cases. In fact, the Skywatch Storm Tracker, which we'll show you in a minute, will confirm where the rain is. We talked about this earlier. We have a low-end risk for some strong to low-grade severe thunderstorms across southeast Kansas later today. These have not really changed since this morning. The threat is low, but it's not zero. So it's something that you want to keep an eye on. It's something we're keeping an eye on here. We're not anticipating anything significant, but just keep your eyes to KOAM as we go through the next 2 or 3 hours. So here's the main batch of all of this making its way out of here, allowing for clearing across southeast Kansas, which is part of why we could see some redevelopment a little later today. And this is the area that we'll be watching for that potential redevelopment as we head into the next couple of hours. As mentioned, several forecast offices cover our area, so we have wind advisories, southeast Kansas through 6, Bourbon, Crawford, Cherokee counties, and southwest Missouri through 3 tomorrow morning. And for northeast Oklahoma, they run through midnight because it's going to be, well, you guessed it, pretty darn breezy. Here's what we've picked up in terms of rainfall across the area. On the average, about ½ an inch, but some of us have made it up there to about 1 to 2 inches of much needed rain. We're still dealing with the winds. They're gusting 30 to 40 miles an hour, and they will continue to do so even after the rain clears out. This is getting into late this evening. The winds will finally start to calm down as we get into late tonight and into the overnight hours, and then we have the potential for a gusty day ahead of us on Wednesday. So right now, Joplin still at 50, reporting rain. Feels like 50, but that breeze south-southeast at 16, gusting to 23, and I think we've been picking up some higher gusts because we've heard them here, and they've been rattling those cameras out there as well. 50 in Pittsburgh, 47 Iola, 54 Chanute, Parsons, 52 in Miami, 48 Neosho, 49 Carthage. So see where the warming is already taking place as the rain lets up in parts of southeast Kansas as well. Additional rain on top of what we've already seen shouldn't add up to too much. We're talking at most maybe another 1/10 of an inch. We could get a little heavier rainfall out in southeast Kansas should we see those thunderstorms develop. So let's talk about the timing on that. Here in the next couple hours, by about 3 o'clock or so the next 3 hours roughly, we start to see the additional development taking place around the Fredonia-Howard area, and that it will develop quickly along this line from Yates Center, Chanute to Parsons, and it will move very quickly off to the northeast. By 4, it's already to Fort Scott and Garnett, and then by 5 or 6 o'clock, it is out of here. So real quick, what we're going through the rest of today, still looking at highs in the mid-50s, still breezy, those storm chances possible in southeast Kansas. Tonight, we're going to drop back down to a low of 41. We will be clear, and the winds will eventually calm down for us. Looking over the next several days, we're up to 67 tomorrow before we see that 40-degree temperature drop down to 26 Wednesday night. Some light showers along and south of I-44, and then maybe some light snow Thursday morning for our northwestern counties. We're cool Friday and Saturday, and then as we head into next week, temperatures finally begin to rebound once again. So we make it up to 64 next Monday with some more rain chances.